I told my dad's wife to fuck off after years of her forcing a relationship with me and her kids. My mom died when I was 6, and my dad decided he didn't want to raise me alone. So he gave me to my grandma and grandpa to raise instead. He basically disappeared from my life. Then when I was 11, he randomly took my grandparents to court for visitation rights. Not because he missed me or anything, but because his new wife Kelly wanted me to be part of their perfect little family. The judge made it so my dad could call and text me, but I didn't have to actually see him. The thing is, my dad barely used those rights, maybe a text every few weeks asking how school was going. But Kelly, she went crazy with it. She'd text me constantly asking if I wanted to come over for dinner or if she could take me to McDonald's. My grandparents told her over and over that I wasn't interested. When I was 13, she had her first baby with my dad. She wanted me at the hospital to meet the baby. I didn't go. She sent me a million photos and kept inviting me over. Then she did this insane thing where she hired a photographer and booked a sibling photo session without even asking us first. Just assumed I'd show up to take pictures with a baby I'd never met. After that first kid, she got so much worse. Every time she had another baby, the pressure increased. She'd use my dad's phone to text me since technically he was allowed unlimited contact. My grandparents tried taking it back to court, but the judge said it wasn't a big deal. 2 years ago, my dad actually sued for real visitation time because Kelly wanted him to force me to spend time with her and the kids. Thank God the judge listened to me and said no. I was 15 by then and old enough to have a say. Last Christmas, I finally told her directly that all this pushing was making me hate her more and she needed to leave me alone. I thought maybe being honest would work. It didn't. She just got worse. I started ignoring even my dad's real texts to show how serious I was. But a few months ago, Kelly showed up at my grandparents' house unannounced with all 3 of her kids. I was out with friends when she first got there and my grandparents were telling her to leave. When I got home and saw her car in the driveway, I was already annoyed. But then she came rushing up to me with these 3 little kids and tried to do introductions like we were at some happy family reunion. This is your brother Jake, and this is Emma, and this is the baby Noah. I told her to leave it alone and go away. That's when she completely lost it on me. She started yelling about how I had siblings now, whether I liked it or not, and we needed to know each other. Then she said this thing that made my blood boil. She said she'd tried so hard to be good to me, and I constantly rejected her when I didn't even have a living mom anymore. Like she was doing me some huge favor by forcing herself into my life. I completely snapped. I screamed at her to fuck off and leave me alone. I told her I don't care about her or her kids, and I'm never going to be their brother. I said I won't be her son, and we're not family. I called her a stupid bitch because after years of hearing no, she still didn't get it. I told her she doesn't know her place in my life, which is nowhere, because she's nothing to me. Just my dad's wife who won't take a hint. She started screaming back, but my grandparents came outside and threatened to call the cops. I went inside while they handled it and eventually got her to leave with her kids. Since that day, she's been blowing up my dad's phone with angry texts saying I owe her an apology for losing my shit and taking everything out on her. My dad even called once to say I went too far. Now she's telling their whole family that I'm cruel and heartless to innocent children who just wanted to meet their big brother.